Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. SS, we're back here. And today I'm in Woolwich today. Woolwich Common. I'm with B Youngstars and they invited me to a event today to come speak to them, to speak to a couple of Abdulghani Mahmood that's doing brilliant, amazing work in Southeast London. And we're gonna be here having a tour, speaking to some of the youngsters, just a quick vibe and see. And this segment's gonna be called Community. What are Somalis doing in their community? So I'm gonna start off in Woolwich Common today with B Youngstars, and hopefully, stay tuned in. Yes. Big man Abdulghani, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for having me, Abdulghani.
Welcome to B Youngstars.
Yeah.
We're located in Woolwich, Southeast London. Thanks for coming down all the way from North London.
Thank you, my brother. Thanks for hosting me. This is what they do. This is my brother Abdulghani, education, mentoring, young generation partnership with B Youngstars. Be a youngstar.
Welcome. It's a big space we've got at the moment. We've got some young people who are doing a few exercise. These are the young people that we mentor.
Yes, big man. I like that. How you doing?
Yeah.
You big man?
He's a big fan of the physical activity.
Come on, Yahya. I like that.
We've got the other young people here.
Yeah.
Having their little downtime for the new year.
Definitely.
Most of the kids went through a bit of a hard time.
Yeah.
During this last year, with the COVID-19, the mental health gone off the roof. So we want to create an environment that is, a bit chilled for them. They can have exercise amongst themselves, enjoy each other's company.
And it's a space where they're doing stuff with positivity. I see a lot of positivity oozing from this place where young men could actually come out and be themselves, right?
Yeah, I mean, what they have, most young people at the moment don't have. They also got a big sporting facility.
Yeah.
We can only have small amount of young people in the premises, as you know.
Yeah.
To limit
The spread of COVID.
spread of COVID virus. I'm a big fan of football.
Yeah.
I used to be an ex-footballer.
Yeah.
So most of my work consists of having sport around it. As you know, football connects with a lot of young people. It brings them in, and then you can mentor them. Especially football. Every young person wants to be a footballer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For ex-footballer, that was a bit of a dead shot, though. That's more like it. You get me? That's more like it. Huh? This is how you do it, bro.
I mean, sport is very important in this country.
Yeah.
You know what they say? Look after the pennies and the pound will look after itself.
Definitely.
So yeah, our three aims that we do, being Youngstar, is education, supporting them with their homework, such as one-to-one tutoring, extracurricular work that they want to do. The next element we do is physical activities. This is in line with football, multi-games, whether it's basketball, table tennis, and the third one that we do is mentoring.
Yes.
The mentoring is where we kind of guide young people away from negativity in life, such as gang violence, going into county lines, trying to prevent them, trying to make them a good role model in society, getting the best out of them. How do we do that? We get other young people that are doing well for themselves. We get professional people to do workshops And also, people that've been in a wrong path in life.
Yes,
People
but
that got lived experience.
by providing them a second opportunity to say it's okay to make your mistakes. It's okay, young brother or young sister, to make mistakes, and it's about the bounce back. Yeah.
Yes, it's about the bounce back. It's about, no one's perfect in life. It's about, giving people second opportunity.
Definitely.
And these sisters or brothers that have been in criminality, they've got that lived experience.
Definitely.
They can, share their mishaps and say, look, I've taken this path in life, and I don't want you guys to be doing the same. A lot of young people have got better opportunity in terms of in life than say 15 years ago. Is the fast improvement of technology. Young people can be an entrepreneur at the back of their bedroom. As you know, there's a kid that won £1 million by playing that game. What's it called? Fortnite. And he's only 12 years old.
And he won $1 million.
Imagine that. So there's a lot of opportunities. It's all about making sure that young people see them opportunities and utilizing it.
Definitely. And I feel like this is refreshing. This is why I wanted to do this segment about going into the community. And I feel like it's about time that we started speaking to community workers, mentors, young coaches, people that are aspiring to help their community. And I find this refreshing. When I first saw you on Twitter, I was like, wow, be young stars. This is amazing.
Yeah, and a lot of our work is unnoticed because we don't put ourselves out there in terms of social media. I mean, we do a couple tweets in there, but what I find is there's a lot of communities that needs a bit of recognizing. So we need to reflect that young people need to see that there are people there to help them. There are successful people out there, and it's all about nurturing their talents with these successful people. I think it's a good idea what you started now, going to the underground and going to see who's doing what. There's a lot of communities, not just myself, in South London that are doing good work.
Definitely.
And by you coming down, it just shows the good work you're doing as well. I mean, highlighting the work we're doing, we're also highlighting what you're doing, and it's also reflecting on each other's commitment and goal setting in terms of getting young people to succeed in life.
And I feel like that's the main ethos. I feel like a lot of probably, I don't want to be that generation where we don't know what's going on. I don't want, and one of the main reasons I did start one of the Somali speakers was the violence that's happening to young Somali males in particular. I mean, in the space of 2019, I think we lost about 15 to 14 young Somalis due to knife crime, violent incidences. Allah knows how this. We had Shukri Abdi that kind of shook up the whole community. But that aspect as well, there's like 14 young brothers. The youngest brother, he went to the shop, Ana Ludire. That's what touched me. Muka Ana Ludire. At the time, Muka Ana Ludire, it's like, he didn't come back.
Yeah.
So imagine that, Hoyada Ana Kudrita, you don't come back.
Yeah, 2019 was a dark moment for a lot of the young Somalis. It shocked us around every borough in the country. Just 2 months ago, a young, you could say young, he's still a young guy. A young guy lost his life through knife violence. A lot of these violence are happening through quick and not thinking moments. Young people are quick to, do violence because they're not thinking
the long time.
Ahead, the consequences.
And is it worth actually going out of my way to actually kill or stab someone?
No, and a lot of it is to do with, some of these young people are already drug fueled. Their state of mind, their mental health is not there. They're not sleeping 9 hours a day. They're probably getting 2 hours. Most of them are suffering from mental health. So a lot of the violence that are caused, the young people that are causing it, already have got other symptoms,
that are undiagnosed, that
undiagnosed, whether also discrimination, racism, all these things play a lot of factors
Definitely.
into violence, you know?
and substance abuse as well, because
Abuse is a
we've got
major
some new
factor.
drugs that are literally, especially in the Somali community, especially the young males, are actually they're on something called liquid heroin now, something called lean, where they use, and it's some of them have become zombies, and I think this is Europe to stateside, where a lot of the young generation are going to be the new future zombies. And you know what, when we say zombies, you know what zombies actually means. That means people that are actually so far gone with drug abuse and system abuse as well. And it's rife. It's rife. I'm seeing a lot of young brothers actually going to hospital and not even coming out due to what these new substances that they're taking. And what you're doing, what I love about what you're doing, Abdurrahman, is you're catching them at a crucial age. That's amazing. Keep them away, and I've noticed earlier we were talking about 2014 where you set up football academies, football tournaments, and the work. Do you want to get into a little bit of that?
Yeah, originally when we were starting the project Be Young Stars, it was more through making sure young people are captured in a sporting environment, so to tackle the obesity level, to capture their social hours. When I started this project in 2012, a lot of the young Somalis were lacking sporting awareness. Where I'm from a sporting background, played football highest level, never went to the Premiership, but you know, I nearly touched the sky, but wasn't quite close.
It was good, close.
So starting the football academy was one of the highlights. I mean, I captured about, say, 80 young Somali kids that are from the age of 8 to 13. And that younger audience was very crucial to me because it meant that I can nurture them young people and mentor them and kind of guide them. By the time they're 16, 17, they've already had a lot of guidance through other mentors, myself. And it's not just me that was doing the work. There's a lot of other people that are not here at the moment that are, you know, part of the Be Young Star members that have been helping young people throughout. And when we started the football, it was about the football at the beginning. Then what we recognized was that we can't just teach kids just football. We want to capture what's happening through their schools. Now we started doing educational classes and helping their mums go to parents' evening, translating for them, making sure that the young people are in the right set in the classes, and if they needed any help, we give them that support by coming to our center and offering one-to-one help with their teachers. Once we did that, our next element was to do personal development. How do we develop the young people? Now that they got education, they got sport, what else are they missing? What else are they missing? How can we tackle goal setting? How can we see what they want to become in life? Like kind of help them steer away in positivity, in the right career path, in the right university. If they want to not go to university, go into the apprenticeship level. So we kind of combine the three elements, and all them three elements, they need each other. If a kid is not physically good at sport, we help them in that side.
It's like what Yahya is doing on the treadmill.
Yeah, he's a very smart kid, good at education. He just won the Young Writers Award for his poetry. So I'm helping him through the sporting side. You know what I mean? So each young people, we treat them differently to their needs.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So we want to unlock what they're lacking. So that's what Be Young Stars is. It's unlocking the true talents of the young people and what they're missing in their life. Sometimes young people are missing the basic needs, is having a mother and father talk to them.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
We got some young people that we speak to, and their mum and dad don't even speak to them. And they don't even show that little bit of saying, I love you kind of stuff.
No.
These young people they grew up in this country, they watch TV, you know, they need that emotion.
That connection, that emotional connection.
Emotional connection. They're seeing their peers getting hugs and I love you when they're getting dropped off. So we've had to help parents to come down here and do, you know, workshops and telling that their kids are actually doing good in school. Praising them is a very important factor. You know what I mean? It's part of the human nature. If you are praised, you know, you're more likely.
You're more likely to develop confidence skills.
Confidence skills, and you come out of your shyness.
Yes.
You know, that's one element we kind of uncovered. If you look back, the area we live, originally, and it still is, a lot of gang violence. I mean, predominantly is where Woolwich boys started. You know, lots of drug dealing, lots of young people that are going to county lines where they leave this area and get manipulated to go to Essex or Kent. And the other thing, a lot of fraud happened as well. Young people nowadays, you know, they do fraud in their bedrooms or
on their computers.
On their own computers, you know what I mean? So that's one thing that we also help is try and tell the young people that not to mess up their banking, you know?
Definitely.
And not to do things, not to listen to people that say, I'm going to drop you, say, 5,000 and you get 1,000, you know, that kind of stuff. They get manipulated. So we're fighting a lot of different, you know, enemies every day, and the situation keeps changing. So us young people need to be keeping up with. We need, you know, mentors are always trying to see what's the next danger for a young person. Each generation's got its own faults. Everyone's is carrying Android phones. You know, at the click of one page, they can see a madness that's happening in North London. You know what I mean?
With the year of information. I call this the age of information.
Yeah, they get information quick. Like, I give you another example. When the bonfire night, I think it was Guy Fawkes, I think it was October 31st. It was madness, you know, young people setting off fireworks. They don't even know the consequences that if that hits.
If that hits a wall, it sparks a thing, you could blow up a whole house, or a whole house could set on fire.
Yeah. So it's just they totally sometimes can be showing off, inept, and what the consequences can be. There's a lot of issues that are there that need to be raised, but we can't all resolve it.
We can't all resolve it, but if each one of us has an angle to, you know, fix things, like with you, you're doing mentoring, and with me, I'm doing promotion where Somalis around the world are speaking.